If you have a fear of heights, if you hate losing control, if you have a delicate stomach, then this place is your own personal nightmare. The Cedar Point Amusement Park in Sandusky, Ohio, has an awe-inspiring collection of world-class coasters, attracting over 3 million thrill-seekers a year. These rides take a beating all summer long. And when the park shuts down for the winter, every nut, bolt, plank, and rail on the 5 miles of coaster track have to be checked and repaired before the first snowfall. So this is the drive up to Cedar Point Amusement Park, one of the largest amusement parks in the world. Very, very famous for its roller coasters. Eric? Eric Lapp is in charge of keeping all 17 coasters here thrilling but safe. And today, he's taking me to 2 of the toughest jobs of the park, starting with this old-school wooden giant. That is an impressive structure.
This is the Mean Streak.
How tall is this?
It's about 160 feet.
Damn. The Mean Streak is one of the tallest wooden coasters in the world, hurling riders up to 65 miles per hour. There's over 1 million board feet of lumber in this beast. That means a lot of carpentry work, all the way up there. I test my love of heights.
Wow, that is really high.
Against my desire for survival.
Whoa, man, I just got a complete sense of falling backwards.
Cedar Point Amusement Park in Ohio is home to one of the world's biggest collections of death-defying roller coasters.
Okay.
I'm about to do some work on top of the wooden behemoth they call Mean Streak.
All right, so we're going up there and working on this thing?
We'll be going about 140 feet up.
The 45-second ride to the top of Mean Streak's lift hill will get your heart rate up. But taking the long way will also get your blood pumping.
This is neat.
When we get to this point right here, we have to use our lanyards and tie off.
Right here, okay.
Yes.
Got it.
As you're going up, you'll always be connected to this, so if you slip down the track, it'll stop you.
Okay. Hello, you crazy men. How you doing?
Pretty good, how are you?
I'm Don.
Jim.
Nice to meet you. So you're the foreman of this job?
Yes.
Today, Jim and his power saw wielding crew are replacing track planks on the Mean Streak's first turn, or fan curve.
What was wrong with what was here before? Over the years of the train constantly pounding down on it and beating it up, it gets real rough.
Okay.
And a lot of bumps and stuff, and we continually are trying to follow that up with repairing and replacement.
It's an incredible challenge to get all this done before winter closes in. But today, they've got an extra pair of hands.
Let's do some work on the Mean Streak. So I'm 140 feet in the air with this blustery wind in my space working with power tools. That's a really good idea, Jim. All right. Aha! Look! Oh, whoops, I cut into the other one a little bit. Almost perfect. Well, when you come back in the spring and ride the Mean Streak, when you bank this curve, think of me.
The guys here will check my work to make sure the coaster is still sound. In fact, they comb over the entire structure throughout the year. Wood expands and contracts with the weather, and they want to be sure none of the bolts keeping this thing standing have gotten loose. Fortunately, they don't have that problem on the next coaster.
Welcome to Millennium Force.
Dang, that thing is huge.
The problem with this one is that it's as tall as a skyscraper. Termed the Giga Coaster for its extreme height, Millennium Force towers at 310 feet and hits a top speed of 93 miles per hour. The lift hill is so high, an old-school chain could never handle the job of pulling the trains to the top.
Traditional coasters use a chain to get trains up the lift. This one uses a wire rope.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna go up and look at the track up top, the wire rope up top, all at 310 feet. Here we go.
All right.
This is where no guest has gone before.
The height and crazy 45-degree angle make stairs impossible, so this lift is the only way to access the apex.
You can see all around. I mean, it really is coaster capital here. There had been roller coasters for the entire century, but all of a sudden people wanted to go really big and really fast.
Absolutely. There's kind of a competition, you might say.
Back in 2000, when Millennium Force opened, it was the tallest in the world. I'm on top of the first Giga Coaster, towering over 300 feet above Lake Erie.
All right.
Now to climb out, what you want to do is take your lanyard, hook it onto that D-ring there. There you go. Okay. Now you take your other lanyard.
Whoa, man. I just got a complete sense of falling backwards.
Don't look down.
So much for my cool, calm, collect self. Wow, that is really high. Okay, I'm on my way. This guy is named Craig. Hey, Craig, I'm Don.
Whoa.
Nice to meet you. I'd shake your hand, but you might fall into Lake Erie. Can I get over there with you?
Sure can.
Thank you. Oh, okay. All right, there you go, folks. That's what it looks like from my perspective. What are you inspecting? What are you making sure of?
Right now, I'm just inspecting the cable. Make sure there's no broken lays, which would be the little individual wires that make up the whole cable. We walk over the whole lift all the way down. There's a little button that says that we've been down there.
Okay.
Somebody has inspected this ride and it is okay.
Where is it?
Yeah, way down there.
The 750-foot cable pulls cars 310 feet up this lift hill in just 25 seconds. The cable is driven by a rotating drum at the base and guided by inset track wheels called shivs. And the park's way of ensuring every shiv has been inspected was by placing a button at the last one, 140 feet down the descent hill, which is where we're headed now.
When you get so far, turn around and go backwards.
Really? Why?
It gets real steep.
Oh, God. All right, listen. It's too steep for you to come down with the camera. So I'm going to take this small camera here, and I think it gets some sound. So we'll see how good it goes. But I got to go down and push the inspection button.
Climbing around 170 feet in the air, with the cold wind blowing, gives me new respect for button pushers.
This is the most awkward thing I've ever done in my life.
So once we get down to the bottom, this here is the button. It is lift auto enable. Once that's done, we can head back up.
So it's fully inspected, is what's happened here.
I didn't experience 0 G's, but it was still a major rush up there.
That was tall and it was cold. But I have a new sense of awe for what it takes to truly amuse the extreme roller coaster fan. That's a lot of work.
These guys work hard to keep millions of people safe. And it's gotta feel pretty rewarding to know you just made their 2 minutes of terror possible.